and chanting for the rest of eternity. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing, and love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. I promise you. Love always wins. I am QUAN, and this is love of the highest vibration. What's the point of pain? Like in the brain, in the body. What's the whole purpose that we feel pain in our body? Pain is the indicator to the body. It's the way of setting a red flag or alerting you that there is a malfunction somewhere. There's an imbalance in your body somewhere. How else are you going to know if your hand is on fire? If you can't feel pain because the nerves are dead and your hand burns up? Excuse me. How else are you going to know that something's going on with your kidneys, or that is something going on that could cause an aneurysm or back pain? The point is, the reason that we feel pain inside of our physical body is to alert us that there is a problem that needs to be addressed. And now we have to run diagnostic to find out what the problem is. You understand? So that's what pain is for. The reason that we feel pain, and oftentimes medicine, it turns off the neurosensors in the body that allow you to feel the pain. So you're not going to know, you're not going to feel the pain anymore, but you won't have addressed whatever the issue in the body was that pain was the indicator of. Okay. What I'm getting is somebody is at a crossroad in their life right now where they're feeling a lot of pain. This could be emotionally, this could be burden, stress, anxiety, frustrational pain from their finances, from their life right now due to burdens that they might have with children, family, money. Nonetheless, the reason this person is in a lot of mental frustration and pain is what I'm being told is this pain is the indicator to them that they need to self-reflect. They have to, this is someone that always projects outside of them. They never look to themselves as the source for any of their problems. The reason for the pain is to be an indicator of that to them finally, and to cause this person to self-reflect and to look and examine the two paths that were presented for them, okay, even years ago, and which path they chose, and why the path that they chose led them to the results that they have right now, and why choosing a different path for other reasons would have yielded them better results. It's part of the lesson plan, okay? But this person is being a little bit stubborn, and they're not wanting to go within. They're still searching outside of themselves for a solution to the problem, and the problem is here. The problem is the thinking. The problem is inside of them. So this is what I'm being told, collective, for you all, for whoever this energy is I'm picking up on. Have anybody ever heard like that old church song? And I know I only can reference what I know about in my culture, but you still should be able to pick up on what I'm putting down here, no matter what culture you are. All right, there's an old church song that used to say, and it's kind of popular. People have probably heard of it. When the prayers go up, the blessings come down. Okay, that might just be something more familiar in Christianity. Okay, regardless of what sect. When the prayers go up, the blessings come down. The prayers have to go up for the blessings to come down. Okay, what we're actually talking about when we talk about the prayers going up so the blessings can come down is when you make your request to God or the universe or whatever your belief system is, you want it to get granted and to manifest on the physical realm. Where are they going up to? You're putting it up to the spiritual realm. As above, so below. Anything that you want to manifest in the physical, usually a lot of money and abundance and wealth, okay, love and other good things, those things have to be first arranged and set in place on the spiritual realm. You pay with your energy. You pay a price for these things. Have you earned these things due to karmic law in that govern this universe by your deeds, by your actions? Is it warranted for you? Have you done the work in order to get this payment, this good karma? You understand? It's an energy exchange. And the spiritual realm is a carbon, it's the original. The physical realm is the carbon copy of the spiritual realm. So in order for you to manifest your blessing, your money, good health, all of the things you want in life, it has to be so on the spiritual realm. Whatever is on the spiritual realm is going to manifest on the physical realm. It's like the carbon paper that you draw on over a sculpted piece of paper when you're tracing something, literally. The bottom part is the original and the top is the carbon copy. The top is the physical realm. The bottom is the spiritual realm. Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. This card right here is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Something is not an equal give and take, equal exchange. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Something was a bad investment. It did not turn the way someone out the way someone thought it would turn out in their life. And they are supposed to be looking inside of themselves to figure out what went wrong. Now, the reason I'm using the example of when the prayers go up, the blessings come down is because in order for you to make a request, the request has to reach the right person, God, as you define God, right? Okay. And your energy and communication travels via light and energy. It's a form of communication, right? And your energy body, which is your chakras, has to be in alignment in order for the messages, the prayer request, to get past the ceiling, to break the barrier and get to the right place, right? And that's where we talk about angels, which are angles of light. And if your angles of light are distorted due to imbalances in your chakras, then the light is going to be bended in different directions. And it's not going to go straight up. And then the answer is not going to come directly back to you because of the plumbing. It's like having really bad plumbing, but it's spiritual plumbing. Okay. Energetic and light plumbing in your system is what the chakra system is. It's your energetic plumbing. Okay. So what this card actually talks about is the way things manifest from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. But in order to make that request and get that request to where it needs to go, you have to start on the physical realm, which is the things dealing with your physical existence, the root chakra, your safety, and you have to be balanced in your thinking and in your behavior and the way that you live your life. And as you travel up your chakras by getting in alignment, by thinking, learning your lessons and thinking correctly, your chakras get in alignment. And when you start making your prayer requests, it goes straight up through the light and it gets to God as you define God, and it requests and it manifests into the physical realm. Your prayer gets answered because as you balance your thought patterns, as you balance your mindset with your masculine and feminine energy, embodying empathy and compassion along with logic, okay, and you go into your God mind where you're operating out of the love frequency, it allows the light to flow through you unimpeded. And that includes the messages that you have, the prayer requests that you have, anything that you want. As long as you're in alignment and balanced and thinking correctly, when you make that prayer request, it's going to reach God as you define God. Okay. But in order to do that, you have to get in alignment, starting with your root chakra by healing any insecurities, any area in your life where you don't feel safe, whether you have a poverty mindset, or you don't feel emotionally safe with people, places, and things, or if you have insecurities, or anything else going on having to do with your confidence, anything having to do with any imbalances in the lower chakras, you have to balance those by healing yourself. And once you heal those things, they get into alignment, and the chakras going all the way up start lining up as you think the correct way about things. And then when you make your prayer request, as you get in alignment and that light travels up unimpeded, then anything that you ask for, it's going to manifest on the physical realm, because now your prayers are reaching the sky. You understand? It's like when we go from evaporation, condensation, to rain, to water, to solid ice. When things are coming down from the ethers into the physical realms, into a heavier vibration. Okay. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the read, but that's what this is talking about. It's talking about somebody that does not understand why they did not manifest something that they wanted, but they keep looking for a solution to a problem outside of themselves. And the problem has to do with the path that they chose. Okay. The problem has everything to do with the path that they chose. And it has something to do with their thinking. This is the Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse can talk about someone that is doing some self-reflection, but they're still not balancing their thoughts in a logical way. Meaning they're not balancing their dark and light energy enough. There's not enough logic. It's not enough balance between their logical mind and their empathy and compassion, okay? And creativity and intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it's not enough balance between both of those for them to process something correctly, okay? Whoever this person is, I'm picking up on, they might come from a family of people that might be of spiritual authority. Okay. This is a Garuda at the bottom here. This is Amagata City, the Buddha of double Vajras. Okay. And the Garuda here, as you can see, this Garuda here, they're supposed to be looking over the Nagas, which is a different type of species, but they're supposed to be like guardians to make sure that balance is maintained amongst the Nagas. And these are the Garudas. They're like the guardians. Okay. So, and they have some kind of spiritual authority. Okay. So this is the energy of whoever this person is. And it's in reverse because it's something that needs to be corrected in their thinking. Okay. So that they can learn the lesson. They still haven't learned the lesson. They're just in pain, but they're not getting the lesson. They're not getting they don't understand the reason for their pain. The reason for their pain is to let them know that there is a problem, and the problem has to do with the root of a decision that was made. And the accountability comes in when we look at who made the decision. Okay? This is what we do. Okay, we have a problem. We didn't arrive at our destination. Why? Well, let's figure it out. Who was driving the car? Okay, so we need to talk to the person that was driving the car. And the person driving the car needs to look at that map again. Okay, so that's basically what's going on here. The person driving the car, that means the person in charge of, you're responsible for your own decisions and your own life. Okay, so that means we can't look for a solution outside of ourselves if we didn't arrive at our destination in life, because we made the decision to choose the path that we chose. You understand? So somebody chose a certain path. And now they have to examine what made them choose that path, because within that examination is the lesson, and it has to do with where your values lie, and how to give priority to the things that are most important, and where you place things on the scale of importance in your life, what you consider is important, and what do you think is important that's really not, due to unhealed aspects of yourself. And then that's where we address whatever the unhealed aspects of ourself are, whatever those are that caused us to make a bad decision. How do we prioritize different things in our life? Okay, so I have the what's this? Ratnadakini, the Dakini of jewels. Okay, so this jewels have to do with pentacles. It's the physical manifestation of something in the physical world. And this is talking about the subconscious mind. Okay, and now I have the Two of Vajras, which can also, the Two of Swords. Someone couldn't see something. And this is the mudra right here for points of view. And this might have to do with being able to have a conversation with somebody and listen to their point of view respectfully and hear them out. Okay. We've talked about that before, but I think they want me to give it to you a little bit better. The book does better than I do. Okay. Let me give that to you really quick. The Two of Swords here. All right. There it is. Okay. So what we're looking at real quick is this, I don't know if you can see it, the Two of Swords. Okay. So as you can see to your left, you can see the two hands doing the mudra that I showed you. And what it says is, on the Two of Vajras, or Two of Swords, we find the Dhamma Chakra Mudra. This is the hand gesture of teaching or debate. It is associated with Buddha setting the wheel of the law into motion in Deer Park, and with the white Jinnah of the center, Vairocana. The index finger and thumb touching symbolize a point of being made. Usually in icons, the other hand would display an open palm or the index finger pointing up to reinforce the point. Here, there are 2 points that are being made. This card represents debate. This is a debate of words, a calm attempt to find truth, not a power struggle engendered by negative emotions. Each opinion must be respected, and everyone involved must be free to accept or reject what is said based on his or her own experience. This is how Buddha expected his teachings to be received. Do not take what is said on faith. So what he's saying is somebody might need to debate. It doesn't mean you have to agree, but you have to at least listen. And then it's your choice whether or not you want to agree with the point or not. But two people are supposed to be able to come together, not for the point of negativity, but to have a debate, meaning we don't see eye to eye about an issue. So I need you to hear me out and I will hear you out. It doesn't mean you have to agree with me, and it doesn't mean we need a whole bunch of negative energy. All it means is we need to come eye to eye and have a debate. No negative energy, no anger or bad emotions. You can either agree or disagree, okay? So somebody is really sad because they're having a tower right now. Maybe somebody came together with someone to address why their life looks like it does right now. And maybe somebody was trying to give this person some insight or guidance. And maybe they don't agree with the guidance. Maybe they want to find a problem outside of themselves. I already talked about the Seven of Pentacles. When the prayers go up, the blessings come down, just like the Vatican and modern scientists and the military and governments have quantified what used to be called magic into just breaking everything down to energy and the energy realm, the planes of existence, and the energy bodies and things of that nature. Um, it's the same thing. We can associate the prayers go up with the blessings coming down, with getting into energetic alignment for a pathway for light, which is the form of communication with the spiritual realm and with God. Okay. So the light is unimpeded. When we reach enlightenment, our prayers get answered quickly because the light is not bended and it's unimpeded, because we found the perfect balance in the way that we think, because of a heart chakra activation where we embody love, empathy, and compassion. And that allows us to have a balanced perspective on everything and all of the different schools of thought that are aligned with the different energy bodies in our body. And because we are able to think and live in a balanced way, it allows the light to go straight through us. So when we make a prayer request, it gets answered. Okay. And somebody does not understand why their prayer requests are not getting answered, why they didn't manifest what they wanted. It's something about their perspective about the Ace of Wands reverse could be talking about sex. Clarify this Ace of Wands reverse. It could be the way they look at something. That somebody, they had a plan, but the plan got exposed. The Ace of Swords, because somebody got clarity about what with that Ace of Swords. Somebody got clarity that somebody was working on doing some magic on them, but the magic backfired. And now they're sad because they're having a tower. Okay, so this has something to do with someone trying to find a way to possibly do spell work on somebody to manifest abundance for themselves by doing magic. But they were going to do some kind of sex magic on the person, maybe to drain their sacral energy. Somebody wanted to use some kind of manipulation wherein it would be someone they were going to have sex with, whether it was pretending to like somebody or pretending to want a relationship, but they were really going to use this person for their energy. They were going to only use this person to try to do some kind of magic, sex magic, without their consent, so that they could manifest something for themselves. And it's because of that broken thinking that they're having a tower in their life right now. They might have tried to deceive somebody or trick somebody out of their energy by being manipulative, a liar, a con man or a woman, whatever the case may be. And it has to do with them not having a conscience or empathy and compassion. How would you feel if somebody was doing this to your grandmama that you love so much? How would you feel if somebody did this to your daughter, any of your daughters? How you feel about that? It's okay for a man to come and tell your daughter, that they love them and want to be with them, and that, we're going to move something forward in a relationship, but they're really either trying to sacrifice your daughter and kill her so that they could go live their life off of her energy, or they're trying to use her sacral energy without offering her anything. And they'll say, using logic, why not lie? If all I want is your energy so I could use it, the best way to go about that is just tell a lie, to fool you and trick you. The problem with that is when people feel like, I only care about my own family. That person is not my grandmother. That person is not my mother or my daughter. That's somebody else's daughter. That's somebody else's mother. So why should I care what happens to them? My point is, I want to take from them. Listen carefully, okay? Somebody might need to understand and hear this. There are some people that feel like because the person they're doing it to is not someone related to them that they care about, it doesn't matter. But this is where universal love comes into play. Universal love I'm sorry, I got my cards all in the way. Universal love came out here, and integration, universal love, sacral chakra, and then remembrance in the reverse. Okay, remembrance has to do with when we go through a heart chakra activation, and our consciousness and awareness is now functioning on a higher level on through our spiritual body. The and we have an awakening to our soul, not who we are playing in a role in this lifetime, but who our soul is and where we've been and where we are and where we're going. We know who we are as a soul, not just the ego and the part we're playing in this lifetime. Okay. So somebody does not have universal love. Somebody does not have enough empathy and compassion in their heart to treat other people outside of themselves like they would want to be treated and like they would want the women or men in their family to be treated. But they expect everyone to treat them like royalty. But they have no empathy or universal love for other people. And this is why they have some kind of blockage in the heart chakra. This is why their prayer requests did not get answered. This is why they cannot manifest, because they've been blocked from what they were trying to do because they didn't learn the lesson of universal love just yet. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in. Sacral chakra is here. Let me go ahead and pull that really quickly. What is the sacral chakra card, please, and thank you? Okay, that's one. All right. Anything else for sacral chakra, Holy Spirit? Okay. All right. Oh, one more under here. Okay. I don't know if impotence it was supposed to come out here or not. Impotence might be one of these. Okay. The physical manifestation of an imbalance in the sacral chakra. Impotence is one of them, but I'm not sure if that belonged out here. The color of the sacral chakra is orange, and we know to stimulate your sacral chakra, in addition to some stones, crystals, and meditations and candles you can light, you can also eat orange foods, such as orange slices and things of that nature. Okay. So let's go ahead and read this. And I will go ahead and read this today. Oh my God. That's why it's on top. Okay. All right. So somebody might have a lack of energy. Okay. That's a physical manifestation of an imbalance in their sacral chakra. Okay. And the sacral chakra, we all know it governs how you feel because it governs your emotions. This one is Svadhisthana. Svadhisthana. Okay. This governs your emotional body. Your sacral chakra is your emotional body. It's your money-making chakra. Your root and sacral chakra are both your money-making chakras. You cannot make no money when you're all over the place and scattered emotionally, when you don't feel emotionally safe or secure. I'll give you a very quick, short example of that. Say you're in a relationship where you're with someone that you don't fully trust, okay, as a woman or a man, and you're trying to run a business, or you have an important job that you have to do. But You done installed cameras all in your home and video recording and audio devices and got all this stuff, and you on your husband or wife's social media instead of putting all and pouring all your energy into your business, your craft, or whatever you're doing, because you feel insecure because somewhere inside you don't fully trust the person that you're with. So it's affecting you emotionally because you're not free to be fully 100% present at work or in the business you're running or anything you're doing, because in the back of your mind, you don't trust your husband or your wife. So now, little amounts of your energy and focus that you would be using to make money and to show up as your best self now are going into spending time checking video footage and checking social media to see if your husband or wife is posting or liking someone's post on social media. I think today I'm gonna come home early and pop up and thinking of ways that you can check on them and do different things because your emotions are all out of whack because you're with someone you don't trust. So now you're not focused on your money in your bag. It's nothing like being in a secure relationship with another that you 100% trust and you know for a fact they completely have your back and there's no possibility of them backstabbing and betraying you at all. Okay. When you're in that type of marriage or relationship with another, it gives you the security. And you can tell people that are like that at work because they flourish, they do well, they make great money because all of their energy and their focus pours into if they're trying to sell you something, if they're trying to, they can fully give all their attention to work and their job because they don't have to think about their partner while they're focusing on work at all whatsoever or whatever they do for money, because there's no possibility of their partner doing something to betray them or hurt them. So this is one of the ways that you your money making chakra, when it's all out of whack, it affects you being able to make money because your emotions are all out of whack. Your sacral chakra governs your emotional body. When you feel emotionally safe, it allows you to be more focused in other areas of your life where where it requires your attention and focus, because in the back of your mind you're not worried about your intimate relationships. And that's only one way. There are other ways too that affect your money, like when you're with a narcissist and you're not getting any sleep, and you're all over the place, and you're in an abusive relationship. All these things, they crumble, they tear and crinkle. They put your root and sacral chakra all out of whack, and it interferes with you making money. Okay. So someone might need to connect with water. Okay. Someone might need to connect with water. Someone has a lack of energy. Someone might also need to use essential oils or body aromatherapy. Okay. For their sacral chakra. Lack of desire and passion in aspect of life. So somebody might be lacking desire and passion in an aspect of their life. Okay. No space in life for creativity and play. So someone might need some space in their life for creativity and play. Okay. Somebody might be self-serving, and this might all not be one person. They might be talking about two different energies here. Somebody has issues of excessive conflict, thriving on drama, addictions to unhealthy relationships. Okay. So issues of excess and conflict, thriving on drama, addictions to unhealthy relationship is what someone has. Okay. And someone shows obsessive affection that is not returned. So somebody could be in a relationship where they show obsessive affection to someone that doesn't have the same energy for them. Okay. So some things that you can do to balance your sacral chakra is to meditate or practice yoga, use affirmations, use essential oils. Self-reflection helps too. Because remember, if you're dealing with your emotions, You have to figure out what has your emotions in an upheaval so that you can solve your problems and issues and put things in your life in place in such a way where your emotions can't be touched by other people. So that only comes through self reflection. Okay. You can use crystals and stones. You can burn a blue candle, which is the opposite of orange. Okay. To calm an overactive sacral chakra. Some of the stones for the sacral chakra are carnelian, tiger's eye, sunstone, amber, orange, calcite, moonstone, and citrine. Okay. And also for an underactive sacral chakra, acknowledge the blockage, connect with the water, drink water with an orange slice or light an orange candle, eat foods that center sacral like nuts, seeds, sweet potato, carrots, melon, mango, orange, citrus fruits, butternut, squash, fermented foods, orange colored organic foods, and then make time for play, for creative projects, coloring, drawing, cooking, baking, gardening. Okay, now that's for an underactive sacral chakra. Again, the sacral chakra regulates our emotional, creative, and sexual energy. It's responsible for our passion, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, and fertility. When they're balanced, we feel creative, joyful, connected. Orange can connect vulnerably with others. It allows us to be vulnerable with other people. That's when it's balanced. Okay. Okay. All right. So before we jump in, what is the Kuan Yin Oracle card for this read, please? And thank you. Really? Okay. Okay. Sisters of the Star Blossoms, whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, we have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us to find our way home with the least suffering and the greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. Okay. And this came out too. Okay. Here's another Kuan Yin card. You have the ability to invoke divine power, to call the celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with the spiritual energy that you need to attain your goals. Permitting beings that love you unconditionally to help you in an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower the divine forces that can assist you to come to your aid and to help you to manifest your vision. Okay. That's the Kuan Yin Oracle card. I hope that is helpful to somebody. Okay. What is the energy crowning this read? Let's go. Somebody is very sad right now. Somebody's very sad right now because they're having a tower in their life. Okay. The Five of Wands. This could be with this Ace of Swords and the King of Wands here. This could be someone that they could have fire placements in their chart, but this could be someone that might have been looked up to by a lot of people. Okay. This might have been seen as, they might have been seen as a leader to a lot of people. This person might be seen by a lot of people as being someone well put together. They might be seen as someone that's very attractive. Okay. Whoever this person is, the King of Wands is a man or woman that would be known for being put together very nicely. Usually they dress nice. They'll be considered what I guess society deems as attractive. But somebody's got the truth and the clarity about something. Give me 2 cards for the obstacle right now. Okay. So I have a Capricorn energy here. This could be dealing with someone that might have an addiction, an obsession, or someone could have Capricorn in their chart. Okay. And then I have the Hierophant here. Okay. The obstacle, somebody might have some kind of issue in the justice system right now. This could be an older person, even. What happened in the recent past? Give me 2 cards for what happened in the recent past. Okay, got it. Ooh, child. So this is Aquarius energy right here coming out. I have the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. So something could have happened with an Aquarius in the recent past, and someone feels defeated. So somebody might feel defeated because something didn't go in somebody's favor. This could have to do with something, an injustice that someone could have committed with justice in the reverse here. Okay. Give me 2 cards. Tell me more about this Capricorn energy. Give me 2 more cards for what happened with this Capricorn. Okay. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. That's matching here. You see we have the Ace of Wands. This lotus flower is representing the wands. Okay. So the Ace of Wands in reverse. And it could also be talking about the springtime. Something didn't happen by spring. Okay. Give me another card for the, they didn't take action. Someone feels powerless about moving forward because someone didn't have sex with somebody. Okay. So somebody didn't have sex with somebody. That's what it is. And they feel powerless because of it. Somebody could have been waiting and expecting. So the Hierophant could also talk about religious cults. It could be talking about a religion, a spirituality, a cult, a church, a coven. Okay. It's given me the feeling that somebody may have been waiting for someone to have sex with somebody, because once they had sex with this person, everybody was going to benefit, except for the person they were going to have sex with, because they're not supposed to know what they were up to. So it's given that somebody, it's given that a cult might have been targeting somebody. Okay. There might have literally been a cult that was targeting somebody for their energy, and they were depending on somebody, a man or a woman, possibly that was supposed to have sex with somebody and get their energy. And then that energy was supposed to make it to the leader of the cult, but it never made it. Okay. And now they feel powerless. Okay. Tell me more about this. Now I'm clarifying this Capricorn energy. Clarify that Star, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Clarify. Give me 2 cards and tell me what's going on. Give me 2 cards for more information on this Aquarius energy I'm picking up on. Somebody might be a false person. All right, here's 1. Somebody can't move to calmer waters because they didn't get the results that they expected. Okay, and they might have put a lot of work in, maybe for years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years or more. Okay, so I have the 4 of Cups here and the 6 of Swords in reverse. So whoever this Aquarius is, they cannot move to calmer waters right now. Or somebody is a star, and that's whose energy they wanted to siphon. And they got bad karma right now. Take it as it resonates, okay? Because this could also indicate somebody that might be anointed with the star energy. Somebody could also just be anointed, and somebody wanted someone to go sleep with that anointed person to try to get their energy from them and funnel it to the cult leader, whoever this cult leader is. This could be this Capricorn energy. And you might be a star. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're known by the whole world. You could be a star being gang stalked and isolated You could be a star, a chosen one, an anointed one, that has healing energy all running throughout you, that could be literally being gang stalked. People trying to block your money and block your life because they want you in a position where they can have sexual access to you, so that they could use your energy to fuel their own life. Okay. So take it as it resonates. But someone has bad karma and they feel defeated because they were unable to get somebody's energy for these people. Okay. It could be an Aquarius that's a part of this. Okay. Where are my the cards? Oh, sitting right under my mouse. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Holy Spirit, talk to me now. Tell me more about what's going on with this Hierophant energy. Let's talk about that. What's going on with the Hierophant? Okay. This could be a spiritual or religious leader, the Lovers. Oh, okay. The Empress. A marriage. Oh, and who's the Empress? Someone feels powerless about something. Oh, okay. So your energy, you might be an anointed one, a star in alignment. You might be this Empress energy. You could be a man or a woman, that uh, you may have mastered the aspects of your character to operate on a certain level of mastery. Okay. Now, all of us are still here. None of us can disappear and reappear. Okay. We're not that kind of master. But once you have mastered aspects of your character by learning your lessons to a certain point where you're operating out of your north node, then when I say you might be a master, I'm saying you have mastered certain aspects of your character. You know, your confidence comes from within instead of something external to you. So because of that, you're not emotionally codependent to anyone. So you make wise, practical decisions. So you manage your finances very well too. You're balanced, emotions. Okay, you have discernment. You don't have an overactive heart chakra where you let people take advantage of you, or your energy or your time, but you still have empathy and compassion and a lot of love, and emotional intelligence, and you're emotionally responsible. And you've mastered aspects of yourself with the thinking mental function too. You know how to follow laws and rules. You're very intellectual. You're able to put things together and think properly about things. You have very good boundaries. You know how to enforce your boundaries. You know how to follow and enforce rules. You know, you might go by the book with certain things. Whatever the case may be, uh, um, you have mastered to the degree where you can balance your life in a healthy way as an empress, whether you're a man or a woman. And somebody is mad because you might, they're telling me now, be even getting married. Somebody's worried about you getting married and they wanted to use you for energy instead. Okay, thank you. So what they're telling me is someone wanted, yeah, I see it. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is coming out in this deck too. So, and then the Hierophant again. All right, so there even could be an Aquarius energy that really wanted, there could be a Taurus and an Aquarius energy that could have wanted to use you for money. They might have wanted to use your energy. But to do that, you couldn't get married to your vibrational match. You would need to be with a player, or you would need to be dating or in a relationship with someone that would never marry you, that was going to play with your feelings, or someone that was going to string you along while they did little things to energy harvest from you. But the most important thing here, they needed somebody to have sexual access to you. They needed you to never be married. Because if you're never married and someone is taking your energy in a relationship, and you break up with them, they'll be able to quickly see if they can send someone else toward you. Okay. What I'm getting is some kind of plot or plan where there might be several men that all know each other, that might be part of the same organization or group or cult, and they only want you to date a man from that organization or cult. They would be strangers to you. You wouldn't know that they know each other. But the whole point is they want to make sure that uh, no matter who you date, it's someone without your knowledge that's a part of their group, because they know automatically that they'll be responsible for collecting and siphoning your energy through sex, up through the realms of their group. Okay, so it's something like that where maybe you were being monitored on your phone, if you were on dating apps, if you go out on dates, maybe for the last 10, 15 years of your life, or forever how long, you could have been targeted, and people could have been watching and monitoring who you date, watching your cat, to see who you would be in a relationship with, and making sure that you didn't get into a relationship with anyone outside of their organization. Okay. You might not have realized it's something like this going on. Okay. But this is what they were doing. They wanted to make sure you didn't date anyone outside of their organization, and you damn sure didn't get married to somebody, to one person that was going to be loyal to you, and you would be loyal to them, and you would be able to build together off of your energy, of course, with a husband or wife. Okay. So this is kind of like what I'm getting is going on. And this is why someone's having a tower right now. Okay. You might have dated one of those people. So that might even be the person that's having a tower. You might have dated somebody from whatever this group or organization is without realizing they were a part of a group like this. And they're having a tower right now, because if this person behaved badly, you might have kicked them out your energy. And they might not have gotten a second chance to get back in. And I feel like there were a lot of people that were waiting and depending on this person to be able to get back into your energy. But if they were not able to get back into your energy, maybe they started creating some kind of problems. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse in the past. All right, the Empress. They didn't want to let go of trying to find a way to manifest an Ace of Pentacles off of your energy. Okay. So whoever this Aquarius is, or this person getting this bad karma, with this Eight of Cups in reverse here, they refused to let something go. Okay. Like emotionally, energetically, they had trouble moving on from whatever this is. Okay. They couldn't let something go because maybe this person in the background, maybe in the past, they got an Ace of Pentacles. Maybe they made a whole bunch of money in the past off your energy without you being aware of it or even knowing it. You understand? They might have gotten a whole Ace of Pentacles off your energy in the past without you even knowing it, because they might have been the one that was orchestrating these things in your life. So they didn't want to let go. So it's given that this could have been going on in your life for a very long time. But maybe you've, through your lessons and your growth spiritually and physically, maybe you have tightened up. Maybe you have learned what needed to be healed within you so that you wouldn't leave any doors open to anyone low vibrational that would cause an imbalance in your life. Okay, that's what we tend to do because it's part of the human process to heal, to evolve, and grow. That's the human process. So you're not going to be the same person you were when you were 21 at the age of 35. And you're not going to be the same person you was at the age of 35 at the age of 50. You understand? All of us are, yeah, all of us are a work in progress. As long as you here on earth, we got something that we're working on. You understand? But whoever this person is, they didn't realize if they did make money off of you in the past, whoever you are, you've learned lessons about people you've been in a relationship with and how to put boundaries in place and how not to have an overactive heart chakra where you're making excuses for things that shouldn't be tolerated, or whatever the case, whatever it is. If you had any insecurities that needed to be healed, any aspects of your confidence that needed to be healed, if there was anything that needed to be healed, that was implanted or conditioned in your mind in childhood, your relationships are supposed to mirror those things to you. And then through your pain and suffering from whatever went on in that relationship, hopefully you'll learn the lesson, isolate yourself, do some self-reflection. And when you do that self-reflection, it allows you to come back out into the world as a new person, a healed person with better boundaries, with better discernment. It's part of the human process. Somebody did not want to honor the human process that you had went through of learning, healing, and evolving. Okay? You might have learned a lesson from someone toxic you could have dated in the past. And they could have been there to siphon your energy because it was a lesson you hadn't learned yet. So it was the door open for. So whoever this person is, they were upset because they were not able to get back in to your energy because you learned the lesson. And as a result, whoever this person is that's a part of this cult, they didn't get your energy. So somebody's been siphoning your energy for a long time. And whoever this Aquarius is, they've been making a lot of money off of it. Right now, somebody feels powerless, and that's this Capricorn that I clarified with the Strength card reverse. They feel weak. They feel weak. The Ace of Wands reverse. They feel weak because they can't get you to have sex with the person they need you to have sex with that's going to bring your energy to them. Or this could even represent whatever kind of deity these people worship or need to give your energy to for whatever gifts they get spiritually. Okay? Someone can't move to calmer waters about this. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit, about the situation right now with this devil energy. Somebody can't defend something that they were doing, okay, because they can't control their emotions. They got together with other people with the Three of Cups here, okay, but somebody could have blocked them and rejected them. The Two of Cups reverse. So they might have tried to get everybody back together again to do something that they did to you in the past, but somebody blocked them and rejected them, okay? A King of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, okay? Someone could be an Earth sign. Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody rejected them. The Four of Wands reverse. This might be something that was being done in your community. Someone that could have been causing some kind of imbalance here with Temperance, Sagittarius energy. I'm looking at Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius energy on this table. Okay. So somebody could have been causing some kind of imbalance in your community. Okay. But now the Four of Wands reverse could mean that they're rejecting an offer from this Capricorn. So they're not going to do it anymore. So this Capricorn tried to see if they could get people in your community to once again do something against you or do something to you. So this could be having to do with isolating you or something. A Knight of Cups. There might be someone else here. Somebody was very unhappy that somebody was not closed off and still accepting offers from this Capricorn. Okay, so I'm getting here. This could be a friend or a friendly person I'm picking up on. Maybe you have a hidden helper. But whoever this person is, they were very, very unhappy with the fact that people in your community were still taking offers from this Capricorn to do whatever they've been doing to you. So this could be elements of gang stalking, you know, maybe with the motors of the cars or motorcycles, noise intimidation campaigns. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Quick short story. I remember when I was being gang stalked in Georgia, and my cousin was being gang stalked and harassed in Harlem, New York. And we were on the phone and we were talking about the different things that were being done to us with the gang stalking. And in her building, you know, they were slamming doors every time she lay down or be coming out or doing whatever. And they were doing different types of noise intimidation, and they were using energy weapons on her. They were using energy weapons on her when she be in her house. They keep slamming doors and doing all kind of weirdness. Okay, it's noise intimidation. And my cousin is a high priestess too, a high ranking one as well. And with me, when I was in Georgia, I remember they would come in front of my house and do the 360 thing with the car, try to turn the car around and around and around and around and make the tires burn and make a whole bunch of smoke. Or they would pull up with those cars. I think they're called a Dodge Charger. I'm not sure. And I'm talking about the one, the one that has a noisemaker where it makes a real loud sound like bang, like something's blowing up, but it's something they do on purpose or whatever. But they would come in front of my house and use all these noise intimidation tactics. And then they would use energy weapons on me when I would try to relax in the house. Now, the reason for the noise intimidation and the reason for the energy weapons was these are intimidation tactics that they utilize on people that are anointed and have this star energy. Because if you refuse to allow one of the people in their group to date you, like say you picked up on what was going on in your life and you shut it down when you realized you were being targeted or gang stalking, or when it turned up. So maybe you didn't notice when you were younger, but as you got older, it might have become more turned up. Okay. So for a lot of you all, you might not have known you were targeted when you was in maybe a narcissistic relationship with someone that could have been a part of one of these organizations. So nobody would have been bothering you because somebody was getting your energy and taking it back to these people. But when you learn the lessons through the years and you put up boundaries, okay, throughout the years, when you start learning your lessons and you wake up and realize what's going on, that's when you close the doors, and sometimes you become completely celibate and don't date at all. You understand? But when things like that happen, that's when you notice the gang stalking turn up. And that's sometime when you first become aware of the gang stalking. And the reason is because you had somebody in your life you could have been in a long-term relationship with that was abusing you in some kind of a way, and they were taking your energy to this group and you didn't know it. That's why you didn't notice any gang stalking, because the people were getting exactly what they wanted. You understand? But as you get older and you heal yourself and put in boundaries, and they no longer have any access point to your energy, whatever these occult groups are, that's when you start noticing the gang stalking, because they're like, hey, we haven't gotten energy from this person in a while. What is going on? Are they still single? Are they sleeping with anyone? What do you mean they're celibate? Absolutely not. Somebody better get in there. And if they cannot send somebody towards you to force themselves on you, to force themselves in your energy, if they could not gang stalk you or intimidate or make you sick so you can't work and pay your bills, and back you into a financially vulnerable position, where you be open to a low vibrational relationship, that's when it's like a stick up. It's like a bank robbery, a spiritual bank robbery. They literally will turn up the gang stalking so high where they'll be shooting you in the head with energy weapons. They'll be shooting guns in the air outside your house, and they will do noise intimidation campaigns with cars. And you'll be wondering, what is all this mess going on, unless you already know what's going on. You understand? I remember I think I was doing a tarot card reading a couple of years ago, and I was talking, and I said something about, I think I'm gonna just be celibate for life. I'm good. whatever, this, that, and the other. I love being in control of my own energy and being able to utilize it to be creative and blah 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 blah. And I have so much peace in my life. Not dating, I'm living a very happy life. I love my life, just I have my peace and serenity, in my home or whatever. And when I said that, they started shooting guns in the air. You understand? In my neighborhood. Like as soon as I said that, they started shooting guns in the air. And the reason they were shooting guns in the air was because the neighborhood and community that I lived in was set up like the Truman Show. It was a whole bunch of gang stalkers and actors, and most of the people lived in that community, worked in local warehouses, and everyone knew each other, and they were all part of the same cult and group. Okay. I think maybe me and a few other people might have been the only outsiders. Okay. So every time I said something about staying single forever and celibate, they would shoot guns in the air because they were monitoring me illegally. So every time I said something like that, they would start shooting guns in the air. Okay. To intimidate me, like, oh, really? Oh, so you're not going to ever date nobody again? And they would just bow, bow, bow. So it's almost like they're doing like a spiritual stick up to people that have this kind of energy right here. It's almost like we're trying to intimidate you. We're going to keep shooting guns in the air to intimidate you until we hear the right thing from you. And the right thing is, I'm going to come out and I'm going to talk to whoever we send by your house to date you, and you're going to accept an offer from them. It's a way of not directly saying and making any demands on you, but still making a demand on you through intimidation and literally trying to intimidate somebody. So I know me and a cousin of mine both were dealing with the same thing. The slamming of the doors, and the energy weapons in the head. Yeah, you want these energy weapons to stop. If you want us to stop using these energy weapons, it was their way of saying, then you better open up to somebody and let one of our people come get your energy, or you're going to be dealing with energy weapons. You're not going to be able to walk into no room in your house and take a nap, lay down, sit down, or do anything. We're going to torment and torture you until you allow somebody into your space that can come and get your energy from you. Okay. And they were using it as a way of intimidation. Okay. So there's somebody that was aware of how in your community with that Four of Wands reverse, something was supposed to had ended that had to do with whatever someone was trying to orchestrate in your neighborhood in order to find a way to intimidate you, is what I'm hearing, into being open to dating one of their people. See, the point is, you're supposed to feel scared. You're supposed to feel alone and scared, like there's no one to protect you. And when you're that way, you're supposed to think, well, maybe if I get in a relationship with somebody and allow someone in, I'll feel a little more safer. Because that's what I was going through in Georgia. They isolated literally me from my entire family and everybody, friends, family, everybody. And then blocked my phone completely. And then they became extra aggressive with the intimidation tactics, because it's a way of trying to make you feel afraid. Like, hey, you better open up to one of our people that's going to dog you out and be in a karmic relationship. But if you give them your energy, at least you can say you in a relationship with somebody, and you can get some level of safety. And they isolate you in order to do that. Okay. But that didn't work, of course. Instead, I got like 5 guns. I had like a semi-automatic child that could, I think it was 15 rounds I could get out. Child, I had all kind of what I had. I had this other gun. had two semis. And then I had my, I think I had a 9. Child, I was like, oh, y'all want to play intimidation? Okay, we could play. Y'all want to shoot guns in the air? I got some guns too. We could shoot. Oh yeah, you got the right one. You must not know about me. You got the right one. You must not know about me. I don't get intimidated. No, no, ma'am. Yeah. I know that must work with a lot of women that are very vulnerable and. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. No, baby. Not me. Child, I could tell you some stories, but no, you had the wrong one. You had the wrong one because Kuan Yin was ready. One, you're not gonna force nobody on me. Number one. And number two, Kuan Yin got a lot of guns. Not no more. Not no more. I didn't smuggle nothing in this country. I had to sell all my guns before I left the country because it's not allowed. Okay. But nonetheless, and I still hold on to something. It's not a gun though. But while I was there, you best believe I was ready at all times. If you want to bring your ass in my damn house or try to use any form of intimidation tactics wherein you thought you were going to force me to do any damn thing, you would have got a bullet in your ass, a bullet in your back, in the back of your head. You would have got a bullet in your temple. I promise you. Child, I'd have gave you a second asshole and a third too. So, all right. So you might have a hidden helper that was very, very unhappy with the fact that something happened recently where something is changing, like with the New World Order. And a lot of these gang stalking contracts were not supposed to go past a certain time period. They had a certain amount of time in order to get your energy to complete some ritual that they needed to do by a certain open gate or time spiritually in order to make what I don't know about these things. I don't know if it was a Lionsgate portal or it was some kind of portal they needed to do something by because I don't study these types of things. Okay. But it could have been like some kind of portal that they needed to do something by a certain time, a ritual, and they needed your energy to do it. They missed it. Whatever it was, they have already missed it. So they're not supposed to continue the gang stalking efforts in your life. And they still continued. And this is why there were some people or a person here that was unhappy with the fact that they were still doing something in your community, or this could be several people's community. They were like, y'all are going to have to stop. Because understand, some of the people that are part of these coven cult and churches, that know about the activities and the things that these people, that the groups they're a part of do, they're not in full agreement with some of the things these people do. Matter of fact, they probably wasn't even expecting some of these people to go as far as they did using some of the torture methods that they used. Some people might not have known, just how far people were planning on going. Like, I agreed we would do rituals. I agreed we would do spell work. I agreed that we would bind people spiritually. We would get energy and do all these things. But I never agreed that we would be releasing nerve gas on people. I never agreed that we would be trying to burn people's brain cells with energy weapons and burn their skin. I never agreed that we were going to torture and torment people in certain. I never agreed that we were going to be chasing people with a gun to try to put a bullet in their head because the magic wasn't strong enough to take them out or to make them sick. I agreed to do magic and rituals only. I didn't know y'all were going to be doing some of these other things that y'all are doing here. You understand? And I'm not condoning any of it at all, but I'm making the point of there are a lot of people that were connected to these groups that are not in agreement and have never been in agreement with some of the tactics and things of some of the other demons in these groups were using and doing. So that's what you got. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? Okay, the 9 of Cups. Okay, So something could be the same, the sun, a message. Okay. Okay. So there could be a message coming in for somebody. Okay. So what's going on right now is somebody's losing everything. Somebody's losing everything right now. Okay. They want me to do something real quick, y'all. I don't use these cards over here, but I think they want me to real quick. Okay. Okay. Somebody might be literally losing everything right now. Great fortune, expectations in the reverse. So somebody could have been expecting to become very wealthy and very rich. Okay. They thought that everything was going to go the way they thought it was going to go. See, this happens when you're selfish. Let me explain something. Let me explain something really quick. If you want to utilize sacral energy, you see all this orange up here. If you want to find some very enriching sacral energy to be able to manifest abundance with from a woman, from a woman's womb at that, her sacral chakra, why not just find someone that you love and marry them? And then you'll have endless access to the type of energy that you need to manifest with, depending on the type of woman that you marry, because everybody does not have the type of energy that can manifest prosperity and abundance. Okay. It has to do the type of energy that they're after to manifest things is only cultivated in someone that's operating out of their higher self. That means you have to be operating out of your heart, out of love. Okay. That means you have a lot of love, empathy, compassion, creativity, and your energy is very potent because you have love in your life. You love yourself and you have universal love. You love others. The only way you can cultivate that type of energy in your sacral chakra as a woman is for you to do your shadow work and be balanced in your dark and light energy, your higher self and lower self. So basically, if you want to make a lot of money, then meet a nice woman that has done her shadow work, that's in the upright. And if you feel like that type of energy don't resonate with you, that means that you deserve a woman that's on the same level as you. And whatever amount of money you manifest and make using that low frequency energy your low frequency woman has, that's what you deserve. Okay? Basically, don't get mad because you may choose to marry or be in a relationship with a woman or several women that are of a low frequency and vibration because you're shallow and superficial. Okay? So whoever this person is, they might not be happy with the fact that they were unable to get your energy to manifest abundance by a certain time because the woman that they choose might have very low frequency energy that you can't manifest anything with. Okay, because these are unhealed women that haven't done their shadow work. So the quality of the energy they give the man is very low and they can't do nothing with their energy. So why that? But that's what you deserve. That whatever you're manifesting using the woman that you chose energy, that's exactly what you deserve. Now, if you want more, then you have to work on yourself so that you can be a match for a woman of a higher frequency and vibration. And then you can give her a marriage and provide and take care of her with the energy that you are using that you get from her on a regular basis. But you can't get that if you're low vibrational. I feel like whoever this person is I'm picking up on, they're upset because a woman that they chose cannot They can't manifest anything using her energy, okay, because she's not healed. She hasn't done her shadow work. So her mindset might be influencing him. She's influencing him with her energy, and her energy might be very codependent. Her energy might be very insecure. Her confidence might come from external materialistic things that are very expensive that they can't afford. You understand? And that's the woman that he may have tried to manifest with. Whoever this person is, maybe this is someone that dealt with you at one point, and maybe they manifested a whole lot. Maybe they tapped your energy a few times and manifested a lot, but maybe they were no good for you and not a match. And you grew, learned the lesson, and separated from them, but they didn't learn the lesson. So this person might have wanted back into your life, but they can't get back into your life because you healed and evolved and grew. Okay? So this person's mad because they need your energy. They need your energy to manifest abundance, but they don't deserve you. They're not a match for you. And they can't get a woman like you until they are on the same level spiritually that you are on. They're in the energy of love, empathy, compassion. You have universal love. You see everybody outside of yourself, like in a village, everybody is auntie. Everybody's auntie or uncle. And you have the same love and respect for everybody. You do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You treat somebody else's sister the way you want someone to treat your sister or your mother or your grandmother. You understand, going and vice versa, men, woman, woman, men. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Until you get the universal love that allows you to have the same respect for people outside of yourself and not just the people in your life only, you're not going to be in the energy of love of the highest vibration, wherein you're in alignment spiritually, and you can make prayers and your prayers get answered because you're not in alignment, because you're not on the frequency, because you don't have universal love. Let's go. That's why your prayers ain't going nowhere. Your prayers ain't going nowhere because you don't love anyone outside of yourself and the people directly connected to you. Your grandmother, your mom, your own daughter, maybe your sister. But everybody else you don't respect. Nobody outside of your own family do you respect. And in order to have a healthy community, everybody has to have the same love and respect for everybody. Okay. Of course, if someone's wrong, you have to call them out about things, but you're supposed to give the same respect outside of your home as inside of your home to other people's. Otherwise, you have an uncivilized society where everybody is a brute, and it's nothing but narcissists that are self-serving and don't care about what they do to others to cause an imbalance. Okay. I have fatality with that death card. I have prison. I have rich man in the reverse. And I have good lady. And then rich lady in the reverse. Who going to prison? Clarify fatality. Somebody's stepmother. Somebody's stepmother might be going about to have a fatality. Somebody has a stepmother that either works at the NSA or she's married to somebody at the NSA. Okay. They might be about to have a fatality. Okay. Somebody's name might be Rita Drayton. Someone might be a drug dealer. Somebody was a hidden enemy. Danger headed your way. Tell me who this person is that's going to prison, Holy Spirit. An Arab. Okay. So there could be an Arab and a Japanese person that might be going to prison. A government official. You don't know them. It's not relevant or important. It could have been anybody. So this might just be someone that works for the government that might have been involved in isolating or stalking you. You don't know them, but it's just somebody in the government that could have helped somebody to do something because they could have provided them a new love opportunity. Somebody about to go to prison. Who's this rich man in the reverse, Holy Spirit? A white woman that was working with a spoiled brat. A white woman that could have been working with a spoiled brat whose father could have been in the CIA. Someone's initials could be FF. Someone could be a Muslim. Okay. This is your son. Could be someone's son. Tell me about this rich man, 2 or more family members. So this could be embodying many energies. So these are people that thought that they were going to become wealthy. So they might be a part of this cult. Clarify, rich man in the reverse. A tarot card reader that's insecure, your light triggers them. AM are the initials. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Sister, brother, cousin. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Rich man in the reverse. So this might be a group of people that thought that they were going to become wealthy off of your energy. The CIA, a spiritual Karen with an entitlement complex and superiority complex that's judgmental and critiques others without a cause. Who's this good lady energy? That might be the spiritual Karen at the CIA. A frenemy, secret hater of a military vet, your cousin. Who's this good lady energy? This older person. Somebody could be R. Glasgow of Tennessee Family Court or something like that. Okay. So this group is not going to become wealthy at all. Joy overflows in my heart. I will praise your name. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Sing a little song to the Lord. It's coming down. This person is not seeing the situation clearly. Child, it's about to come down. Let's talk about it. All right, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? Give me the messages, please, and thank you. This is a workplace situation. That's also a past life enemy. Okay. They cannot be trusted. You better limit communication with them. They are weak-willed. Blackout. Your father. Somebody might need to be careful about talking to their father. I will praise your name. Glory, hallelujah. All right, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? Okay. All right. Somebody's not seeing the situation clearly right now. So pull a chakra card fell on this older woman here, and CIA came out here. Okay. And it came out as rich lady in the reverse. Okay. Maybe she could have been working for someone that's in the wealth class 1%. Someone could be a spiritual practitioner. Somebody could be someone's sister, cousin, or brother. Okay. Someone could be a military vet. It's back out here again. Someone that you're dating or entertaining with your company. All right, we'll start there. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Clarify someone you're dating or entertaining with your company. Who? Who is someone, the Ace of Wands reverse? Okay, so this is somebody that feels powerless, that they were entertaining company with, that did not take action with them in some kind of a way. The Two of Cups. This is someone they have an emotional bond with. Some spell work backfired and they feel powerless. Okay. Because they got divorced from them, and they moved on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, what about this person that they were entertaining company with? So there was somebody that was entertaining company with someone that they already have an emotional bond with, but they didn't have sex with them. They were upset because whatever they were involved with doing, it didn't manifest the money or the outcome they wanted. So what happened is this person, um, they entertained company with them for a little while. They might have ate with them and had a conversation, but they did not have sex with them. Instead, they moved on to calmer waters. Okay, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Moon card could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So this could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that might have been entertaining company with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, because someone's worried that someone's going to illuminate the truth about something, a Cancer. And there might be a Libra that can't control their emotions right now because something's going to be illuminated about what some people were doing to somebody. This person was hoping that they would be able to persuade this person through sex. They were hoping they'd be able to entice this person and change their mind by doing some kind of magic on them too. But it did not work. And this person has moved on to calmer waters about this person. And now this person feels, they might even feel stuck because someone's not working with them anymore. They feel stagnant, like something's not moving. This could even be a Libra that can't control their emotions right now because something is happening right now in real time. And what's going on with this older woman in the CIA? They want me to pull, this could be a spiritual practitioner. It's the wrong one. Clarify, why is third eye here for the spiritual practitioner? This is an older woman or man that works for the CIA that's also might be a spiritual practitioner. This could be someone's cousin, brother, or sister. Someone could be a military vet as well. Somebody might have an entity attachment feeding in their third eye. Somebody's third eye could be blocked due to a lack of clarity. All right, poor memory or vision. Shifting blame to others. Okay. Feeling judgmental towards others. Lack of mental clarity. Rich man in the reverse might need to do some yoga, a headstand, plow, pose, downward facing dog. Okay. Someone could have an underactive third eye. Okay. Lack of mental clarity. Okay. And feeling judgmental toward others. Lack of clarity. Shifting blame to others. So it's given that somebody is having like a blame shifting thing going on here. where they're trying to blame people for why things didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to. Why we have the rich lady, whoever this practitioner is in the CIA, and whoever the rich man in reverse is. I have a rich woman in reverse and a rich man in reverse. Okay. And both of these people, there it's like someone is trying to shift the blame about why things didn't work out the way they thought it would for whatever type of cult they're connected to. Okay. Tell me about this vet, who's a military vet. Okay, there could be an older person here that could have reversed decision that could have been made that was an injustice, or for a Libra, or someone could be an Aries. Somebody is backstabbed and betrayed that was trying to be reckless and destructive. Someone could have made a different decision. Somebody doesn't want to move, is not going to move something forward. Somebody can't control something or someone. What is the Three of Cups? The Four of Wands in the reverse. Somebody could have gotten divorced or moved out of a house. A King of Cups, a father figure, because they want to avoid a tower. Okay, so there's somebody here, the Ace of Wands. Somebody rejected someone's offer to try to take action. Someone could be a Virgo, to work together, to show what was hidden, or to take action with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody was trying to plan to work together to get someone to take action with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They were trying to get away with something. The Seven of Swords here, the Three of Cups. They were all working together, but they couldn't control a situation, or they couldn't, or something was, they weren't able to plan to move something forward. Okay. So it looks like they were trying to get somebody in alignment with them to help them do something, but it didn't work the way they thought it would. So now there is an Emperor energy, whether it's an Aries or an older man or a woman or a boss figure that no longer wants to work with a Libra or someone else. Okay. And this might be the person in the CIA that could have been doing magic. That could, and someone could be a military vet. Okay. Who's the spiritual practitioner? Clarify the spiritual practitioner. The Strength card, someone that felt powerless and tried to do something quick and strategic, or someone could be a Leo, someone could be a Cancer. The Three of Cups reverse. Somebody didn't want to celebrate with somebody. So somebody could have tried to do a strategic move to try to get someone to party with them, celebrate with them, or maybe they sent somebody toward this person to try to get them to celebrate and party with them, hoping to be able to change their mind about something so that they could continue doing something with the Empress. But I have the Hierophant here. It looks like somebody might be coming toward the Empress, and it's a whole bunch of people that don't want this person to come toward the Empress. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Somebody might be coming towards you to give you some information. 111 in my likes right now. Confirmation. Somebody might be coming towards you to give you some information about something that could have been occurring illegal in your community, in your neighborhood, some form of harassment. Okay. Or something in the justice system that was done incorrectly, or a crime committed against you. Somebody is coming to give you some information about something wrong that was done here. Okay. And who's going to prison once again? Who's this person that's going to prison? It could be up to 3 people. It was a bad investment. They wanted to win at all costs, and they thought they could just make spiritual offers against you. So what I'm getting is, as long as these people, so your gang stalking or whatever someone was doing to you to get your energy by a certain time, what I'm getting is it was completely over. They passed the time allotted and they were supposed to stop. But these 3 people decided they was going to keep on going, and they was going to put their foot in it, like a pot of greens or something. They really, really decided that they were going to go hard in the paint to make your life a living hell, even after they passed the time allotted. So the three of them kept making spiritual offers up around you, paying people to keep on doing spell work on you constantly, and they refused to stop. They might even still be doing it right now. So that means somebody might be coming to tell you about these people about to go to jail, and they need to go to jail. Maybe they did something illegal, and you might have to be the one to prosecute them and put them in jail, because they are going to continuously spiritually attack you until they're in jail. They're not going to stop until they're in jail, period. These people are possessed, and they literally, even if you didn't even care about the past and you moved on with your life, whatever, you didn't even want to try to seek out the people that did stuff to you. See, these people are demons, and they're hard-headed, and they don't know a good thing if it slapped them in the face. Okay. And they still will continuously make offers to people to spiritually harass you, come to your home to do things to you, but because they're not going to be happy until they're in jail. They're not going to be happy until they're in prison. So there's somebody coming towards you now because this person could have told them, look, just stop and walk away. But they said, no, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep on. Okay, fine. You had an opportunity to stop, but since you're not going to stop and you're going to keep on, then I'm going to go ahead and follow through and let this person press charges against y'all and put y'all away in jail because y'all are dumb. You can't get anything else from this person. The gang stalking contract is over. Okay? So that's who's going to prison. And there's somebody coming towards you to give you the information you need to put them away. Child, these people stupid. I'm telling you, these people are really stupid. They stupid. And they're not going to be happy. They are not going to be happy until they're in jail. And then they're like, how did I end up here? It's not fair. They're dumb. Reprobate-minded people. It's not fair. Clarify, wealth class, 1%. What's this about someone in the wealth class? Okay. Somebody has some kind of camaraderie, okay, or friendship. This could be a Libra or any other sign. The Empress in the reverse. They celebrate with someone that's in the wealth class, okay? That might be how they're able to finance paying these little Knight of Wands energies to come and do spell work on you. This person might also have access to like the military. It could be someone in the wealth class that might be friends with someone in the military and that might have access to military grade weapons even. Clarify the Hierophant. Okay. Somebody is not working with somebody anymore. Okay. The Hierophant reversed. Okay. Somebody's getting a brand new start in another direction. So there was an Empress in a reverse, could be a Libra, that really, really wanted to work with some kind of spiritual or religious leader that might also be in the military or connected to the military. But this person's not going to work with them anymore because of what they did to you. Okay. When they found out what this person was doing to you, because they got access to people that they were friends with, it's like a demon got through the door. And as soon as that demon got through the door, they took out all of their aggressions and unhealed insecurities out on you, but only using resources that they would use like in a military, resources that the general public doesn't normally have access to. You understand? I'm talking about nerve gas, energy weapons. This person that was dating this person, they opened the door and let someone from the gutter that was an occultist that was studying how to do witchcraft. They opened the door and let this person from the gutter into their circle of people that have access to resources, including military grade nerve gas, energy weapons, and other things that shouldn't be utilized on civilians. And when this heifer got through that door, she brought all her unhealed, unresolved psychological childhood issues and insecurities with her. And instead of just making it a thing where she was going to do magic on you and try to steal energy from your womb or whatever she was supposed to do with this practitioner, she had other jealousy issues against you and other unhealed triggers and wounds that she wanted to take out on you. Only now, just like a 5-year-old with a gun, she's got her hands on military grade, or she's got connections to all of his friends that might have access to energy weapons and nerve gas. I don't know if you heard or not, but there's a warehouse, I think in SoCal, California, that suddenly overnight caught on fire. And then there are other locations where there's things going on. Let me tell y'all something. People have been using nerve gas and energy weapons and possibly other chemical substances that the CIA uses when they want to replace somebody with a clone, or like, they have different chemical odorless substances that they use to do different things. That's what they do. Okay. And I feel like just like they found in that mansion all that nerve gas and those freezers in that house, I feel like it might have been nerve gas or something in that warehouse in SoCal that suddenly caught on fire. Maybe there's an investigation or something going on. But often when people are transporting chemicals and things that they should not have, and there's an investigation going on and they're afraid they're going to get caught, and suddenly out of nowhere it's a huge warehouse fire, it's because they know it's an investigation going on and they don't want to get in trouble for whatever they've been doing. Okay. So whoever this woman is, a Libra or an Empress in a reverse, she had connections through someone she was working with in the military that could be a practitioner, to people that he had access to that had resources, including energy weapons, nerve gas, and other things. And she crossed the line because she might be the emotional age of a 6-year-old. Okay. And she might have a lot of trauma triggers and psychological triggers and wounds from childhood. And you may have triggered this woman. And this, with your beauty, you might have triggered her with your intelligence. You could have triggered her. Anything about your life could have triggered this woman. And she was given access to watch you, to observe you through cameras, access to hack you, hack your phone, see your happy life, and then attack you. Only now she's got her hands on dangerous weapons to do this. Okay. Oh yeah. So she was and the best part was you don't know who she is. The 5 of Wands. You wouldn't find out who this woman was. Someone might have Capricorn in their chart, the devil in reverse. So somebody was very unhappy about this and they've been working on stopping. Okay. The person that didn't know that she was doing this to you, as soon as they found out, as soon as this person found out what she was doing behind this person's back that opened the door for them, they immediately started taking action to protect you and to stop her, and to try to disconnect and separate her from having access to the people and resources to do this to you. It's somebody, it could be your hidden helper. This person might have a lot of empathy and compassion, and it might have literally made them sick to their stomach to think about what they were actually doing to a human being. Okay. This could have literally made them sick to their stomach. Like, oh my God, how did I not see this in you before? But narcissists, covert ones, they always wear a mask. They'll never show you up front just how sick and toxic they really are. Somebody thought that they've already seen everybody's level of toxicity, but they have not seen toxic until you have an unhealed woman that has unhealed psychological triggers from childhood that she's been holding inside and has learned to bury them deep, deep down inside until she gets access to act them out by having access to some kind of tool to go right to the people that trigger her, whatever it is. It could be something about the way you look and to see her act out. But somebody, as soon as they found out they took immediate action to protect you because it made them sick to their stomach. They had no idea that they had plans on doing this to you. Okay, whoever that person is that's been taking action to protect you, they had no idea this person had plans on doing this to you. All right, all right, all right. So somebody might have seen a message about something getting balanced now. Okay, somebody could be under judgment. This could be an older person, man or woman, the emperor in the reverse, the ace of wands. This is someone that you didn't take action with. Okay. So uh, somebody's under judgment. This could be someone that could have kept on paying people money to attack you around your home spiritually because they couldn't get access to you. This could be someone you dated in your past that you didn't take it any further because you might have healed from whatever lesson you needed to learn to put a boundary up. You learned that lesson very quickly, and you might have shut this person out your life quickly. This person wanted to be able to come back into your life so that they could have sex with you and get your energy so that they could manifest wealth and abundance by channeling your energy to whoever this Capricorn is in this group or cult. But the World card in reverse, they got stuck in a cycle uh, because whoever they are, you don't want them. And they know that energetically that you're not going to accept them. And they were trying to force themselves on you, force their way into your energy. They might have started watching you very carefully, but they didn't know what direction to go in to communicate with you. Okay. So this is somebody that has a lot of trouble communicating and they don't know how to express themselves or say whatever they had to say. So all they kept doing is watching you and watching you and watching you. They kept watching you, but I feel like frustration was building up in this person because they don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to just say what it is whatever they want to say. And because they don't know how to communicate and say whatever it is that they want to say, all they could do was watch you, and they felt helpless. And they might have also been working with other people that might have been like, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And this person had no idea what to do but attack you. That because this person is not in alignment for you. This person is very toxic, and creativity. Their consciousness and awareness is not operating on a higher level where they have the creative expression to be able to say what's going on inside of them, to express themselves, to speak and say what's going on, or whatever the case may be. So they became spiritually violent and started working with other people to spiritually attack you because they were in their own prison because they couldn't connect with you. All they could do was watch and stalk you. So they started watching and stalking you with an inability to take action toward you because they didn't know how to communicate with you or what to say to you. Okay. And they don't have enough empathy and compassion in their heart to apologize for however they may have behaved in the past with you or whatever the case may be. So this is what was blocking up this person and frustrating them. And they don't know how to go within to locate the problem. So they search for external solutions. And because this is someone that searches for external solutions, the only solution that they could come up with, like a bully, is to hurt you. Okay. Oftentimes, bullies in school or in life that want to enact physical violence or any kind of violence towards you, spiritual violence, it's because of a lack of expression. It's because they can't express orally what it is they're feeling and what it is they want. And because of that, they become frustrated because they can't get what they want because they can't express what they want. And because they don't know how to do it, uh, they feel locked up and blocked up and they don't know how to self reflect. So now I'm going to beat you up because that's something outside of myself I can do to transfer all this negative energy I'm feeling from these blockages because I don't have creative expression. I don't go within to self reflect. I don't know how to apologize. I don't know how to make good choices. I don't know how to do these things. Or I'm just refusing to do it at this time because it requires an element of self accountability that will make me feel shame and make me feel guilt and a lot of negative emotions that I don't want to feel because I'm a coward. So this person decided to bully you instead. Okay. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, can you please give me the recommended Eternal Crystal Oracle card? Give me the Eternal Crystal Oracle card, please, and thank you for the Sacral Chakra. What else came out? Anything? Was it just sacral today? Okay. Or any other chakra. Please give me the recommended Eternal Crystal Oracle card for the sacral chakra or any other chakra that anyone in my collective might need to put them on their highest path for their highest good, to help them balance their chakras. Please give me the recommended Eternal Crystal Oracle card that's needed, please, and thank you. All right. What is that Eternal Crystal Oracle card recommendation for the sacral chakra? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Blue lace agate. Okay. For somebody. That's for the throat chakra. Okay. That might be to help someone with expression. Okay. Communication. All right. And then citrine for the solar plexus chakra. Abundance and creativity. All right. That's what they want me to give somebody. What's this? Garnet for the heart and sacral. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't exactly come out, but I'll show it to you anyway. Okay. The garnet stone is for commitment. Okay. That's for the heart and the sacral chakra. Okay. But the card that actually popped out here was the main one, and that's the one I'll read for you. Okay. One is citrine for abundance, creativity, for the solar plexus chakra. Okay. And the other one is blue lace agate. This is for communication, for the throat chakra. So somebody might need help communicating, and there's a message with this. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. All right, give me 1 sec here. Blue lace agate. Give me 1 sec here. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. I'll figure it out later. Sorry, y'all. How do you get an olive oil spot out of your dress? Doggone it. All right. Okay, blue lace agate for communication for the throat chakra. Okay. Communication is key when you draw the blue lace agate crystal card. Sometimes we hold on to what we want to say, or we may not think before we speak. Words are very powerful. It is time for you to communicate clearly what you do and do not want. When you are positive and clear about your wants and needs, you can manifest or make things happen a lot more quickly. Try to release any fears of being judged. Also, try not to worry about hurting other people's feelings. You can express yourself and communicate what you need to say in a strong yet compassionate way. It is very important that you do tell other people how you feel. It is hard for you to verbally express yourself. Try to write down how you feel. The important thing is to be heard or to express yourself. It doesn't matter which way you choose to do this. Blue lace agate is associated with the throat chakra. It is the stone of communication. This crystal helps you with your verbal expression so that you can communicate freely in difficult or stressful times, such as during public speaking. Okay, so what I'm getting is somebody needs to speak without a filter and don't have no cut cards when you say whatever you got to say to whoever you got to say it to. Somebody needs to express themselves. I don't have no cut cards. That means speak without a filter and express the truth about how you feel and stop worrying about other people's feelings or how they're going to take it, especially when it's something that can affect you. Okay? Somebody needs to stop, put themselves first and put their truth and their own honesties first. Okay? All right. So give me a final message, Holy Spirit, as we bring this to a close. Who's doing this right now? Who? Somebody trying to cause an imbalance because they can't defend something that's closed emotionally because something's getting illuminated. Child, somebody need to go sit down somewhere. All right, final message. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Yeah, something's over. Oh, okay. I don't know. This could have been reversed. Somebody might not. It might not be an equal exchange or an equal give and take for somebody with this King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Somebody's releasing something and letting something go. Yeah, somebody don't have the same energy for something that somebody else might have right now. Okay, somebody could be putting up a boundary with somebody right now. Okay, I have Scorpio energy here. I have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Somebody's letting something go here with the Four of Pentacles reverse, and they're going to end something with the Death card completely because they just don't have the energy for it. It's not, someone doesn't share the same sentiment for doing something with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Give me a final card to end this read. Okay, the Chariot, that's Cancer energy. Someone could be traveling somewhere or moving something forward. Somebody could even be on some kind of transportation. Somebody might be on some kind of transportation, car, motorcycle, or something that could have made a spiritual offer but couldn't backstab and betray you. The Devil reverse, they feel defeated. Clarify that Chariot energy. Somebody is aware. A Queen of Wands is releasing the burden. Okay. So there's someone that is aware that might have been keeping eye out, like neighborhood watch in your community. There might be somebody in your community that might be on like a neighborhood watch or something like that. Whoever this person is, they're aware that somebody might have come by or come into your community to try to do some weird, goofy spiritual stuff that didn't get off the ground. The Four of Wands reverse, and now they're gone because they're the wounded warrior. Yeah. A narcissist, the Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah. So somebody may have come by, but yeah, these people don't have a taste for whoever this outside person is that keeps coming in your community, trying to get people to make spiritual offers against you. They don't have the energy for this person anymore. They don't have a taste for it. Okay. Someone in your, I'm saying neighborhood watch, but I don't know. It's someone in your community that doesn't have a taste for it anymore. So they might not be doing it, or they might block this person. All right, guys. I am QUAN, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. Let me get the bowl so we can do the prayer affirmation. Does anybody know how to get olive oil out of a blue, out of dress material? I was anointing myself, and I got some oil on the front of my shirt, and this is one of my favorite dresses, and I need to get olive oil out of it. I don't want an oil stain. What do I need? Baking soda? No, gratitude won't get the stain out. Love. You said gratitude? No, gratitude ain't gonna get an oil stain out of my dress. Maybe baking soda, maybe vinegar and salt, something like that. I'll figure it out. Dawn, lemon. All right, I'll try. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for my ancestors, my guides, my ascended masters of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua, Iao, Jehovah. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I show gratitude for the favor and the protection over my life that comes with being balanced and in alignment. Why my prayer requests go all the way up and get granted. I show gratitude for each and every last one of the planets that God, as you define God, has put in the sky and in our bodies, with its unique energies and vibrational frequencies, that when we echo out the vowel that coincides with that planet, it creates the different names of gods that get our prayer requests, affirmations, and invocations granted. Right now, I command every demonic spirit to get and flee from my life, my home, and environment, because Umima is a consuming fire. I release fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything in this life or my home or environment to cause any physical, financial, energetic, or spiritual, or mental, or emotional imbalance with negative energy to me or any of my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. Right now, I sanctify this live and this prayer with holy fire. Olo Dumare. Let the fire of Iao, Yeshua, flood this house, environment, live right now for cleansing and redemption in the mighty name of Christ Jehovah. Thou hast said, every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that I have given unto you. Right now, I show gratitude for my home, for this live, for this platform, for this land, and for favor to possess this platform, this home, this land, and I dedicate it to Christ's legacy. Everything that is not of Christ on this property, in this life, I invoke with my holy fire, my Kundalini violet flame, and call forth from the four corners of the world, earth, water, fire, and air, to charge and instantly manifest into the physical from the spiritual plane right now. This request, I command you to be rooted out by fire right now. Every plant that has not been planted by and to honor Christ shall be uprooted out the ground. For who are they to say a thing and it come to pass when Christ has not commanded it? I cancel every evil pronouncement made over my home, my life, my energy, my land, my property by holy fire right now. I decree and declare that affliction shall not rise up a second time. It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. I cast a circle and mark a boundary around my life, around my platform, around my land, around my house, my home and property. no monitoring spirit, no spell work being cast, no remote viewing or astral projection may penetrate on any plane of existence right now. Right now, I cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I nullify and neutralize every hex, every curse, every spell work sent and projected toward me. I command you to burst into flames and scatter in the mighty name of Christ, Jehovah. I command every enchantment and charm and divination made against me and my family, hidden inside my house or buried in the ground outside, to be canceled and destroyed by fire right now. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath Yeshua wrought? Surely there is no enchantment or divination or evil against me. Every evil charm affecting my destiny, catch fire right now and be destroyed. Every evil charm poured on the ground to paralyze me, be destroyed by fire right now. Every evil charm, every nerve gas, energy weapon emitted into the air to choke me, burn to ashes right now and disintegrate and be dissolved. You will have no effect on me at all whatsoever. By that kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words, I neutralize right now everything the enemy would try to use against me, every energy weapon, every nerve gas released in and around my home. Every energy weapon, every death spell, every curse, every hex, or every charm buried in the ground or above the ground, I nullify and neutralize right now. Every demonic altar referencing my name, every candle, every item referencing my name, I command it to catch fire, burn to ashes, and scatter right now. In the mighty name of Christ Jehovah, I neutralize every charm working against my breakthroughs right now on my property, under the ground or above ground or in my property. I neutralize every charm working against my health and energy right now. I neutralize every charm working against my rising. Anyone making references or placing charms against me, I command that person to catch fire right now. Every legal ground that my enemy is using to attack me and my family, I nullify that legal ground by holy fire right now. I uproot my family from every other foundation and graft them in the family of Christ. I order peace over my home, over my land, over my YouTube channel, and in my life. Let every judgment and accusation against me be rooted out right now. I release the fire of Umima against every agent of hell that is fighting me and my child. Every witchcraft altar against my home, catch fire right now and burst into flames on every plane, through every energy body. I stand on the words of Christ. Micah 5:12, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. I command every evil charm pulled from the ground to bring me down to catch fire right now and burst into flames. I neutralize and cancel your power with my holy fire and words. I uproot every evil plant and charm rooted against me right now. It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. I decree and declare, let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself. Into that very same destruction, let him fall. I soak my prayer and this environment and this life in that cleansing, holy kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words right now. Thank you, ancestors, guides, my angels, my ascended masters, Christ, Jehovah, Iao, Yeshua, for granting my prayer and my request and never-ending favor, prosperity, abundance, and protection. I now close all portals and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me, and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It is protected by divine decree, by earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be, Ashe. Thank you so very much, collective. Oh, I love you guys. Y'all are the absolute best. Y'all bring the energy. All that matters. Just like Amy said, I'm actually out of here. I'm just sick of everyone. Oh, child, I'm sick of Earth. I already told you what I want. I would just, at this point, I would settle for a half an acre on another planet, preferably where I could build my own house. And I would like preferably no HOA on wherever this planet is, not the moon. I don't want to go there. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know how I'm gonna get to that planet. And no, I'm not talking about getting high. Cause you're like, Quan, I don't know how else you gonna get there. But I'm sick of Earth. It just is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just so sick of it. It's just a mess right now. It's just the world is really, really a mess right now. I'm just sick of Earth. If you can't live a certain quality of life that is balanced without feeling like you're a slave or running on a treadmill, if you can't take time to really enjoy life, and sometimes in order to do that, you have to become a minimalist. You can do it. I talked about that before. Some people think it's impossible, but in actuality, it's not. You can become a minimalist. There are two ways to get your freedom of time. There are two different people that are free, completely free, meaning they have control over their own time. One is to be filthy rich. Okay. Now you have time to study all kind of things and engage in whatever your hobbies are. You have all the time in the world to live out your dreams. Study whatever you want to study or do whatever because you're rich. Okay. You're not worried about your bills. The other way is to become a minimalist. And to find a way to live off of the absolute minimum. Then you can literally afford to eat wherever you want to eat, do what you want to do, move around and whatnot. There are ways to become minimalist. One, if you thought about it back in the day and you got yourself a piece of land, I just was watching a video, watching this man put a trailer on 3 acres of land in Tennessee. And the land cost $55K. And I was like, what? I just remember when you could get a nice tract of land in certain places for about $5,000, $10,000, 20 even at the max. But now even that feels kind of expensive for the land by itself, especially when it's land that you got to put your own septic tank and do all that stuff in. But imagine, you were able to get you a little tract of land somewhere back in the day for $25K or $15K or something like that. Child, you could build yourself, you could get you one of them huge barns from Home Depot for $10,000. And you could make that thing like nice, super nice, big flat screen TV. You got your AC. You could hook it up with solar and have it running and renovated like a brand new house with all new fixtures and everything inside, great water pressure and everything. And literally now you went and got a tiny house, you own your land, and all you have to do is pay taxes and your little utilities with your solar energy and whatever else you decide to do. Like literally, if you buy in the right place, all you got to do is pay taxes and your utilities are absolutely nothing. So now you have more time. You don't have to even work full time if you choose not to. Now you can eat what you want with ease. You can have more control over your time and be a minimalist. Literally, okay? Or you could be homeless and be a minimalist. There are people that actually do that too. But The point is, there are two ways to get control over your time. One of them is to become very rich, and the other is to become a minimalist and minimalize your bills so you can minimalize how much you have to work. And now you got the free time in the world to really enjoy life. That's what I was moving toward. Um, Ever since I've always mortgaged the homes that I've owned in the past, I said I am going to become a minimalist. I'm working towards making sure I'm able to maintain myself in a home that I own outright, so that with very low taxes, so that I can become a minimalist and just enjoy my life, like, and have more time to be in the park, more time to ride my bicycle, more time to go for walks, meditative walks, and that's exactly what I did with my life until I was attacked and had to flee America. Until I was attacked and had to leave America. I had to flee America. And I was like, why y'all? See, y'all just, I had a good thing going over here. I was chilling with my garden and y'all just was mad. Y'all was mad because I became a minimalist and I wasn't giving up no extra energy into this matrix because I found a way to become a minimalist. Y'all was mad. Not y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm QUAN. This is Love of the Highest Vibration. I'll be back.